Let me get here. And mute that. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, guys. So let me first of all say thank you to Maddie and Dave, who did such a great ritual for Jen. That was just beautiful. I really was moved by it, and I know that she was too. That was really, truly beautiful. And I felt the energy too. I had Jen's candle here lit to add to the energy. So yay. And it was just a beautiful day. And I'm sure Jennifer is going to be so overwhelmed with everything. I'm going to be sending out her a little package that I have for her this week too. So it'll be coming just at about the right time. Because, you know, after a week or so, kind of things, the rest of the world goes back to normal. And you start to feel like my life will never be normal. So that is really the time that she'll be able to really appreciate all the love and stuff that she'll get from us. So I really appreciate Maddie and Dave for doing that, and for sending those out is just great. Matt. Oh yeah, I know. I told Maddie that once sorry, that's probably what I'm going to be calling him forever now. Because once my brain sticks to a name, that's it. And he told me that his mother calls him Maddie. So I said, oh, good. So I'm your spiritual mother. So hello all. Let's see. Who do we have? Jack, hello. And Xanthia is on. Michelle is on. And Hexa and Kay. Johnny, hi honey. Happy birthday tomorrow. Libra Princess. Kay is on. I'm pretty good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm going to call him Maddie now too. Oh no, Dave, don't you dare. He'll kill me. Hail our supreme. Oh, Hexen, you're so cute. Love your hair. Oh, thank you. Yep, I dyed it again. I was seeing too much gray, so here we are. It's better. Hi, Casey. First time here. Well, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So now I'm seeing all the little flyaways. Okay. So first of all, hello. Couple just kind of administrative announcement things. I'd like you all to take a look at the Facebook wall when you get a chance, because there's something special going on that we wanted to do together as a group. So I would like you guys all to make sure that you take a look at the Facebook page wall. If you are not subscribed to the Facebook page wall, find me as a friend at least, and I can add you. Or if you can find the Facebook page, thank you. Oh, you guys are so sweet. It is under Willowin's Thrifty Witchin'. Isn't that terrible? Oh, my head. And take a look, because there's some exciting stuff going on. So, hi, Denise, hello. Good. Hi, little Dandelion. You might not be on for long, but hello. All right, well, hello. We'll take you for as long as we can. Have you tried henna dye for your hair, Jen? I have not. I would love to. I really need to, because this stuff, I've been dyeing my hair. Thank you, Angela. I knew you were going to do that. I didn't even have to say it. Angela has just posted the link for the Facebook group wall. So if you are not subscribed to the Facebook group wall, go ahead and click onto that, and all you have to do is tell me that you are subscribed and what your YouTube name is, and I will accept you into there. Oh, anyway, henna for hair dye. I've been dyeing my hair since I was like 11, so probably it would be really good for me to go to something more natural at this point. So, because, you know, I don't know how many years I have of my hair being able to grow out, and look at this, looks stupid. Hold on. So much better. And, you know, I cut it when it gets really bad and frizzy, and then it grows back again. But who knows? It might not ever, keep doing that. So anyway, Becca, you're thinking about it too. Cool. So I have my my cup tonight because, this is pretty much my Mercury retrograde cup. And I am drinking, what am I drinking? Oh, buttermint. Buttermint tea. Oh, so good. Love my buttermint. However, this was the last of it, so I really hope I can find it again. My Facebook is so embarrassing. That's all right. No big deal. So there are people in the group, just so you know, who do not have a Facebook page like at all, but just created one to be on the page. And that's okay. I don't mind. It will look like an elephant took a major shit on your head, but it's so worth it. Oh, that's hilarious. Check, my beautician said not to do both, so you may have to wait so long. Oh, I might have to wait till my grays grow all the way out. Ooh, that will be scary. I will really look like a crone then, guys. I know. I have to say, I do kind of enjoy the comments of, oh, you can't have a kid that old. How did you do it? Did you have kids when you were 6? I love those comments, because my oldest is 26 now. But anyways, I digress. So what else? So I was supposed to go on today. I don't know if y'all noticed that I didn't go on today to do my Yule stuff. But I will say that definitely tomorrow there will be, really feeling the retrograde nonstop drama for 4 days straight, and something really messy happened last night. Might have to say goodbye to this other friend group I'm in. Oh, I'm sorry, little Dandelion. That's terrible. I'm embracing my crone. Believe me, you know what, Marsha? I love my crone self, but I still, when I look in the mirror, don't expect to see my crone self. So until I am prepared to see it a little bit more myself, I feel like I can't. I'm not there spiritually on the inside, so I can't really feel it on the outside yet. But I'm getting there. I like Instagram more than Facebook. Yeah, I hear you. I do Instagram too. I like that Instagram makes it so you can post to a lot of things at one thing. So I just have to go, ding, post to everything. So that helps me. Yes, so I did not post my Yule video today. My boys were leaving today. Or the 2 middle boys are leaving today. You haven't missed anything, honey. You're good. So I ended up really kind of just spending time on the home front, which I knew you all would understand. I have like 6 videos lined up waiting to film. So I have to do that. The Yule video is the first one, the winter solstice video. I've got all my, millions of winter solstice books here that I am diligently researching for the video. Hi, Journey with Burgess. Welcome. I don't recognize you. You are welcome, Johnny. We love you. So I will be doing that tomorrow. I have a private session tomorrow. So excited about that. And, we'll be coming on to do probably the regular tarot video tomorrow. And I have an awesome children's book. And thank you to all the people who went and watched my Thanksgiving video late because, my brain was not quite there. Your main, okay, gotcha. I've seen you then. Hi, Grandma, welcome. What is the Yule video going to contain? Okay, so that's a good question. What is the Yule video going to contain? We're going to talk about what Yule is, what some of the myths are about Yule, what Yule means to me. No problem, Brad. Go do what you got to do, honey. It's all right. And because to me, Yule is, and I was saying this before, Yule is one of the most spiritual of our Sabbats, because I don't know if it's just me, but because of the, thank you, Myra. I appreciate it. Because of the cold and the quiet, I always spend the longest night pretty much by myself. It's very much a solitary thing for me. The next day, then I celebrate, you know, a ritual and stuff. But on Yule night itself, the longest night, I pretty much spend it alone. I spend a lot of time outside. Even when it's cold, I kind of bundle up and spend a lot of time outside. And because it's so silent, the longest night is always the most beautiful thing to me. It is very deeply spiritual. It makes you look at your shadow side. It brings out the most spiritual feelings to me. And then we can talk a little bit about the myths of Yule, and about, you know, stuff like Krampus, which it's funny. Krampus has had, or Krampus, depending on which country you get it from, has had a huge reawakening recently because they had like 2 movies on them and stuff, which cracks me up because, you know, Krampus was a real thing to the people in, you know, in Viking country, and still is. They do it like in Austria. I know they still do Krampus night. They call it Wellspringer's night, something like that. And it's hilarious to me. All the men dress up as Krampus and get totally drunk and go out onto the street with torches and pitchforks and threaten the little children who have not been good. I think it's hilarious. I love it. So anyways, the only time I've heard of Krampus is through an American Dad episode. Yay! It is a hundreds of year old tradition. So beautiful. Hi, Hexen. You're ignorant. So that's okay. It's Mercury in retrograde. So we have to deal with it, right? A tribal woman with local hunting. Okay. So I'm never done with Yule. I do have Scandinavian in my culture, but mainly do my African side. My other family's from Denmark. Me too. I am quarter Denmark for sure on my grandmother's side. So Might will be back in a few. His phone died. It's on the charger. All right. Thank you, Dave. You know, it'll be a good time. And I'm debating whether to do that live or not. Sometimes it's hard to corral y'all in to get enough information out. I love you all dearly. But we end up getting a lot of questions, which is awesome. And what I might do is do a informational video and then do a live, and then we can talk about all the questions and stuff that came from the video. Because that way you guys get your input, but I actually get to have the information out there too. Because, you know, we're all a little Mercury retrograde and squirrel. I know I am. All right. Beautiful. Okay, so I cannot for the life of me, because, you know, if you watch this channel, you'll know my brain is short-lived. Remember, if we were all done, I believe, with the star. And then did we move on to another card? I don't think so. I think we ended with the star, right? I'm pretty sure. With the darkness of light. I think we showed the darkness of light with the star. And then we ended with it. And hopefully, yes, Mercury retrograde, I know. Hi, somewhere in time. And Dawn. Hi, Dawn. Sorry I missed you. And Becca. The star card was the last card. Okay, so what do we want to see next? Do we want to go to the minors or the new deck by Deviant Moon? And I want to get it. Oh my gosh, no kidding. Patrick is amazing. I love Patrick. Love Patrick. Because of the chat, we really couldn't do anything else. Yes, we really couldn't, huh? We were all a little... Can we do the 8 of Wands? Oh, yes. I love the Wands. The Wands is my second favorite suit. So 8 of Wands was called first. So let's do that. But let me know what other cards you want to go to after this. And we will start going through whatever cards you want. The 8 of Wands is a brilliant card. I love it. Deviant Moon Eclipse. So excited. I know, right? Great. 7 of Cups. Okay. We can pull out 7 of Cups. I'm making Patrick Valencia rich. Yeah, right? Moon card. Okay. Moon card was after the 8 of Wands and then the 7 of Cups. Tower and the Devil we didn't do. Awesome. Okay. So we're going to pull out Moon and the 7 of Cups. And then I will remember that that is next. Okay. Moon and 7 of Cups. And I forgot, Hexen, that you had asked about the 7 of Cups before. So we will definitely be doing that. Okay. All right. So let's start with the 8 of Wands, which is such a great card. Before I get out Benabelle's book on it here, I will talk about a little bit about what I know about it right off the bat, and then we will kind of read Benabelle's great information there. Now, I'm pretty sure, before I start this, I just do want to say very quickly, because I don't want to, here's the thing, I'm back and forth. I don't like to bash other people in the community at all. And that's not what this is about. I do, however, stick up for people in the community that I feel were wrongly bashed. So I'm just going to say a quick aside, because I did on the Facebook wall also, about, yay, thank you, Johnny. Vanilla Coke. Ooh, too sweet for me, but I totally get you. About Brad Ashik, who is Brad or Cadabra. I have unsubscribed from his channel and have taken him out of our group. And just, you know, it's one of those things you should follow your instincts the first time, but I always give everyone a chance. So I have to say, when I saw his interview with Maddie, my first impression was he was a douche. But then it seemed like he was joking and haha. So, okay, fine. I told him on his channel in the comments that I was ready to ream him a new one and call him a big douchebag. But I said, okay, but then you said it was a joke, so you had me. I will subscribe to your channel and give you a chance for Maddie's sake, which is what I said. And then I watched his Benabelle video. So he did a video talking about Benabelle Wen's new tarot deck. And first of all, acted like an arrogant ass. I mean, like, I can't stand those people who are like, I know everything, and if you're not doing what I know, then you're stupid. I hate that. Begged him to do it, and then bashed your wizards, right? See, Dave? And then went into personal shit about Benabelle and acted like I don't know. It was a weird video to me. I was like, what the hell are you trying to say? But he really bashed Benabelle. And Benabelle is a huge support in this community. And if any of you have talked to Benabelle or have had Benabelle watch your videos and stuff, she's great. She is one of those people that would not hurt a flea and is really trying to help people out all the time. So to me, he's just an arrogant ass. And as far as I'm concerned, I really just don't want to support anybody who is like that. So that's just my aside. And again, I'm not trying to bash somebody else in the community. I am trying to stick up for someone that I know personally is a good person and doesn't deserve that shit. So that's just my aside. So if you're wondering why he's not on our little Facebook group or anything, that's why. Because I don't want that kind of energy around. Hi, Monica. Sorry to hear. I'm so sorry to anyone that has had to deal with his negativity. Thank you, Jen, for protecting our little family. Absolutely. And I think his video about Benabelle was shocking. Yes, it really was. The personal things he spoke about made me unsubscribe, and I couldn't even finish his video. Absolutely. I love Benabelle. I didn't want to, but curiosity got the best of me, and I watched it. I'm totally glad you did what you did. Oh, yes, and what he said about minimal made me uncomfortable. It was terrible. Yeah. Yay, Holistic Tarot, which is, you know, like I said, guys, her book is like the research tome of the century. I mean, there's no way I could ever read this all at one, you know, from cover to cover, but I use this book as a research book, as I flip to it all the time. You know, I've told you before, hers and Michelle T's book are my two books that I use the most. So and as a mother and as a mama bear to my groups, I will say that I do feel a sense of responsibility to my people to keep you away from that kind of energy, because nobody needs it. So, yay. You're going to the finish with it? Oh, good for you, Xanthia. You let me know if I think what I'm worried about doing that from cover to cover is that my ADD brain, I would not be able to retain that information. Like, I think by the time I got to the end, I would have to start over at the beginning again, because I don't think I could retain that well enough. But that's me. That's how I learn. So it may just be, you found it a half price books. Hi, Barefoot Taurus. How are you? Good to see you, honey. I haven't seen you in a while. I actually clicked on one of your live videos, like just as you were going off the other night. I felt bad. I was like, oh, shoot. We don't need that. Yeah, we don't need that kind of energy at all, Stephen. It's just like, go someplace else with that. And I don't know where he gets off thinking he deserves that arrogance. He has like, what, 58 subscribers or something? Or he did. Now I'm sure he has less. But I was like, who are you? Who are you? Okay, sorry. We are starting with the 8 of Wands, which is such a great card, guys. Such a great card. I'm not sure if I'll read it cover to cover, if I'll spot read, but absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so we're starting with the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is a great card. Talk about a card in motion. This is the ultimate motion card. So the 8 of Wands shows the 8 wands going from the left side of the card, if you're looking at it, to the right side of the card. And they are all flying at once into the other side of the card. So immediately, the first thing you should think of is, ooh, lots of moving energy. Either physically moving or moving energy, right? Alice down the rabbit hole. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are going over the 8 of Wands. Jen, did you already talk about Yule? I did not. No, Deb. I'm going to be talking about Yule tomorrow afternoon. I might even shoot it tonight and try to upload it, you know, overnight, because it takes my damn internet 5 hours to upload things now, apparently. And then tomorrow, during the day at some point, I'll do a live to talk about what the Yule video said. All right. So here we go. The 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is action, vigor, alacrity, acceleration. The number 8 is fortuity, due process, and wealth. 8 wands shoot down from the sky. Green hills and a stream appear below. The skies of consciousness are clear and blue. Matt and Dave's ritual produced a lot of moving energy. Yes, absolutely, Stephen. And I felt that too. That was just awesome. I am busy, I know, but I love to be busy. I love to be busy with you guys. It makes me happy. And I have to say, it's really, this group, don't get me wrong, this group has been a lifesaver for me too, guys, because when my kids moved away, if you watch any of those videos during the time that they were moving away, it wasn't awkward at all, Maddie. It was great. It was great. And I know Jen is loving it. But anyways, if you watch any of those videos from when my kids moved away, I needed to find someplace to put my energy, because I am an ADD personality, and I do have a lot of like working energy that I need something to do with. And without my kids there, it took me a long time to be like, okay, I'm not mom first. What do I do? Who am I if I'm not that first? And I'll always be mother first, but you know, sometimes I have to add to my family a little, which is what we've done. And I love it. I love you guys. Every single one of you, I love you. Okay. This is a card about aiming and shooting. There is a progressive action. The seeker is fast approaching his or her goals. A project is arriving fast to a conclusion. Generally, the forthcoming conclusion pertains to work and career or personal creative projects. But if a spread shows many cups and court cards, then the Eight of Wands could suggest a forthcoming conclusion involving a relationship. So if there are a lot of cups and a lot of court cards, you could be talking about a relationship. It could be some kind of conclusion, either a good conclusion or love you too. Or that's how I feel when my two kids moved away. Absolutely. Or a, you know, time to go conclusion. The Eight of Wands is an action card. It stands for clarity of thought and resolute in action. It also suggests that there is a great deal of buzz and activity to come. Empty nester, yay. So absolutely. And so when you're seeing, that's why we're only seeing half the wands and we're seeing them in motion because, yep, fast moving. There's lots of energy moving. So moving energy for whatever is going on, there's lots of energy behind it that is moving. Can it signify a battle or some type of struggle? Yes. Yes, absolutely. Is that moving energy, that battle? For sure. Absolutely. Speed. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. This card could also indicate the arrows of love fast approaching. If you're doing a love reading and you get this card, it's quickly going to happen. There's going to be somebody coming for you. So keep an eye out. Some are a bit ahead or a bit behind others. Give and take, getting ready to meet at the end. No idea why I got that. Ooh, that's true, Kay. Absolutely. That's good. Some are right in front of these, and some are a bit behind, and some are right with it. Just keep aware that that energy is moving. Hang on, right? Or a message or communication coming soon that will bring good news. And I've heard that a lot. The wand suit, a lot of messages come from the wand suit. So oftentimes there's all of a sudden a message coming, and sometimes that message coming for this card will always mean lots of new energy coming in. So sometimes that can be a pregnancy, because whoa, talk about new energy. One of your kids is getting married. There's a change in your household. All that is journey coming to a happy end. Success is at hand. Yep, believe in the impossible. I swear right now my purpose is to be a cat or a dog pet. That's okay, Nicole. You're fine, honey. I know you had stuff going on. That's all right. Air meets fire here. The realm of thought materializes into the realm of physical action. So these fire, the wands are fire, and those fire wands are striking right through the air. So air or fire meets air. And what happens when fire meets air? Poof! It blows up with that fire creative energy. Talk about moving, motion, excitable, friction, heat, warmth. There is all kinds of moving energy that happens with that. So there, I mean, when I see this card, it is immediately, whoo, wow, there's a lot going on. The energy, I always picture, if you've ever seen, this is so bad because I'm medical, but if you've ever seen in the microscope a cold germ that is going after a regular germ, they are flying. They're going after it like they are starving, like they have to get at it. I always picture that moving motion energy, like holy crap, that frenetic, but not frenetic because it's going towards a goal, but that, wow, there's a lot of energy there. So what do we got here? A burst of power. Yes, yes, yes. The deck I have, it has a Sagittarius symbol on the card. Yep, this one does not, but it is a Sagittarius. Sounds like me with my energy. Woohoo! For sure. Wow, they didn't even say that on here. Bell usually talks about what sign it's in, but I wish I was more adept with the tarot. Sometimes I feel like I'm in tune and other times I feel lost. That's okay, Kay. We all do that. Sometimes, look, I have been reading for 3 or 4 years, and if Chase was on here, Two of Owls, he would tell you too. He's been reading for 15 years. And sometimes you flip a card up and you go, let me think about it for a minute. I'm not really sure what that means in this situation. It happens to all of us. Just keep, what I do is I have a fake it till you make it kind of outlook. I will keep talking, and eventually I will talk myself into what this means. So what I start with is what I know. So if I'm starting this, I'm going, okay, Wands is fire. So creative fire energy. What do I see here? These wands are flying. They're flying from one end of the card to another. So there's lots of, okay, they're really going. They're going at it. There's motion. And you just talk yourself into it. Thanks for the encouragement. Could also symbolize travel, usually by air. Yep. So an airplane ride for sure. We all get better with practice. I have a time completely clicks and other times I'm blank. Absolutely. Fast communication. Yep. So message coming at you fast. Empty nest was rough, but now I'm totally moved it. Damn it. Okay. Sorry guys. I missed some of that. Sometimes I think it's one thing and everyone else sees something else, and that's okay. Absolutely. That's where our intuition comes into place, because our intuition has to read that seeker too. That's why we do shadow work. That's why we try to open ourselves up to psychic energy. That's why I feel when you're doing tarot, it's really important to connect with your spiritual realm, whatever that realm is for you. For Maddie, it's for ancestors. And for me, it's ancestors, guardians, it's their guardians, it's my goddess, it's my energy. Whatever my energy is at that day, you want to try to open yourself up to connect to them, because intuitively, I may flip this card over and say, wow. Intuitively, suddenly you're getting beat over the head with 8 wands right in the face. So you better watch out because something's coming. That doesn't say that anywhere in these books. But somehow I got that. I don't know where I got that from, but my intuition said, oh, this is what this means today. So when we're learning the cards, we're learning what the basic meanings of the cards are. But we also have to realize that our intuition is going to come into play. And when I first started tarot, I was like, oh my God, am I totally full of shit? How did I get that? I don't know what this card means. But I can't tell you how many times my seekers, my people who I was reading for were like, Jen, you are the best tarot reader we've ever had. You are always right on. Sometimes I went back and I looked up the meanings and I was like, holy shit, I was so off. How the hell did that happen? This didn't mean that at all. But it did that day because my intuition went, oh, this is what you need to do. Okay, I missed a lot. You guys are flying with this chat here. Hexen had a question, right? Hold on. How does Sagittarius tie into this card? Good question. So, do you know any Sagittariuses? Let's start with stubbornness. Extreme stubbornness, as far as I'm concerned. That means that there's a lot of energy coming for them. this stubbornness of pushing things forward, sometimes that's not the energy that that situation needs. Sometimes that energy can be, maybe you should wait for a little bit. But that Sagittarius energy is going, nope, we're moving forward. And if we have to move through you, we're gonna. Right? So that's the first thought I get. But you have to do, like, that's, again, all part of, there's so many different aspects of tarot that you can study. You could do tarot for 50 years and not study every single aspect of the cards, because there's so many. You can study the zodiac, you can study the meanings, you can study this system, you can study the Marseille system, you can study the tote system, you can, and I still got that from Zach. Okay, I'm so far behind, guys. Make sure you put if you have direct questions to me, make sure you put it in caps, or if my my moderators could just bring them up for me again, or put them at, tag me in it so I see it, it brightens up. Jen, I need to show you this deck. What deck is it, Hex? And what one are you working with, honey? Do I know? That's why I love these chats, because others may catch things that you didn't. Absolutely. Had in the suit of fire, Mercury and Sagittarius. Perfect. Hexing, I was wondering the same. Psychic intuition. Am I totally full of shit? Yes, every day. Absolutely. Absolutely. And like I said, when I first started out, I totally made up half the cards. When I first started reading for people, like actually reading for people, I wasn't charging money yet, ever. I just started charging money after 3 years. So, but I was doing readings for people all the time. And half of the cards, I would flip up the cards and go, oh, shit, I don't know what this means. Okay, what do I think it means today? Let's try that. Sagittarius, we like to move face once we decide whether it's right or wrong. Get out of my way. I know what I'm doing and where I'm going. Yep. Fast. Lifelong study for sure. What is rising? I never understood what something rising, oh my, means. That's a whole nother discussion, Maddie. That is a zodiac discussion, and we can have that discussion at some point. But if we start it here, we'll never get to another card. It is about how the planets interact with each other. And that's a short answer. And we can have that discussion. Okay, this card shows motion to be the Greenwich Tarot doesn't, trying to compare. It's wild. I will pull the Greenwich Tarot. I have it right here. Yes, someone explain rising, ascendant, sun. We can do that. But if we start it here in our tarot discussion, it's going to take up the whole time because it's a big, long thing. It takes people a long time to learn the zodiac. And I just have barely touched on the edges of it. I mean, I can explain some of it, but there's a huge study to be done for sure. Borderless RWS. I love the borderless. It is really one of my favorites. I really like the Dirty Pam too, which I have up here, but it's this one I tend to reach for the most, I think. Maybe we can talk later. It's the birth chart. Yep. Yes, you will love it. Borderless is awesome. I love the borderless for sure. It is a rabbit hole. Yes, yes, yes. My mom and dad are Cancers. My husband is a Cancer. Astrology is such a rabbit hole. Yes, it is, Stephen. It is like, whoo, really big. Okay, Jen, what about a different card? Yes, that's what I want to get to. In 30 years, I still don't get astrology. See? Still totally confused. I know. And we will. I promise we'll have a discussion about it. Okay, let me pull the Greenwich Tarot, which I have right here someplace because somebody just mentioned it. And Hexen, did you say what deck you're looking at, honey? I missed it. Let me pull. We are looking for 8 of Wands. 2 of Wands, 5, 6. My hubby and I are both Cancer. Ooh, 2 Cancers. Jen, there's also context. At least when I read, if a card comes up that I am totally unsure of, I look at the context and the other cards around. Yes, 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 for sure. Absolutely. And you can say, oh, look, you have, you know, here's the cups and that's moving into this here. And what do I think that means? For sure. Okay. Here we go. Here's the Green Witch. I bet it does. I hate autocorrect also. Yeah, I hear you. It's all right. Hexen, where are you? Triple Cancer kind of sucks. Ooh. Here is something funny. My borderless has kicked the little booklet. And where am I? And extra cards out of the box, meaning it won't fit. It's like the card said I can finally breathe with all that mess. And that happened to me with, what did I pull out today? Oh, my soul cards. It's funny, when Maddie and Dave did their soul card thing, and I have, this is the second edition, I was saying in the chat, I was like, oh yeah, go ahead and try to pull them out. Because when I went to pull mine out of the box, I thought I was going to have to get pliers. Like, it was so tight. But that was my deck. And theirs slid right out. I was like, hey, that wasn't too bad. 41 minutes in before I died. All right. 41 minutes in. That's not too bad. Oh, no. She slid right out. Yeah, see? I know, right? Okay. Did Hexen say what deck? He didn't, right? Am I missing it? Yes, they definitely have attitude. He is MIA. All right. Well, Hexen, when you get back, tell me what deck. It has no name or booklet? Really? Ooh, send me a picture. Now I'm really intrigued. Huh. Really, really intrigued. Okay, so am I back on? Am I still? Okay. Here we go. Hopefully. Yes. Okay. Why is it like stopping and starting? Because that's what mine shows. But I bought it at Spencer's. It comes in a blue box, that tarot cards. Oh, it wasn't the same one as the Spirit Halloween one, right? Does it have like a big water theme? Do I still have the Spirit Halloween one out? Yes, I do, up there. Hold on. Let me grab it really quick just in case it's the same one. If I can get my fat butt around that. Okay. Hold on, because I think it's right up here. Okay. The way I set things up, I can't get out. So is it this one? It's a very whimsical deck. Every card has a different image. Nice butt. Bite me, Jackie. Spencer's own Spirit Halloween. Oh, yes. Right before all the movement and action happens. Like, this is what happens just before the wands fly across. Yes! Seen those at the Halloween store. Yes, they are very pretty. But if this is the deck you're talking about, and I'm waiting for Hexen to say that's it. This is Hexen. My phone died. Ah! Hi, Josh. Okay, so yes, that's it. Beautiful. Okay, I will tell you just quickly, and then we're going to move on, that I like this deck. It's really pretty, and it's really, it's an interesting deck. But I will tell you that because this deck was not done by my boyfriend's page. It's so cute. Josh. I should start calling you Josh now. No, I'm kidding. I won't. This was not done by tarot readers. So you kind of have to find a way to make them your own and make them work for you. So let's see. 8 of Wands. Okay. I was like, who's Josh? All right, so here you go. All right, so how do you see motion in this? Whoo! Are they moving around or what? Look at all those dragons inside this small area. They are itching to get the hell out of each other's way. So they're talk about motion. There's huge motion in there. Huge. Hydra, for sure. They are like all bunched up together. They are trying to get at each other. They're trying to get at whatever the heck they want, whatever's in front of them. So this is, you could totally see motion in there. If you know your sun, moon, rising, I totally recommend going to starslikeyou.com. You'll get so much good info. That's awesome. Each card has a zodiac symbol attached, for sure. Makes me think of Hercules. Yep, absolutely. Cut off one head, 2 more grow. The movement never stops. Angela, perfect. Trying to get out of that card. Yes, 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 yes. How do you not see motion? Absolutely. You've got to see motion in this card because they are just, whew, boy, are they all together. Can we look at your 8 of Wands in your Darkness of Light card? I might have said the deck name wrong. Yes, absolutely. For sure. I don't see motion. What? Oh, you're kidding. Okay. Yes, I do see motion. Just trying to figure out because the deck doesn't really bring meanings. Yes, absolutely. And you definitely, with this deck, there are some cards that I looked at that I was like, wow, that does not say that at all to me. So, and I haven't used it yet because of that, because I have to look at it and go, okay, let me figure out what I'm going to think in my head when I pull this card to think, oh yes, that's what that means. Like the 5 of Cups. Like 4 of Swords was one that I was like, what the hell? How the hell am I going to get rest and stuff out of that? Oh no, 4 of Swords I got. Kind of. Anyways, yes, 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 yes. And we will. Let me get to the Green Witch. And then I will pull the Darkness of Light. Okay? But I got your deck here in case you want to pull it out again. And we can look at that one too for sure. And see, I'm shedding my hair now. Somewhere I have a black cat named Salem Rescue too. Really? Did you all watch Sabrina? Is that where you got that from? So cute. I had a black cat that I named Loki, and I had a black cat that I named Afro, which was for Aphrodite. And she was awesome. God, I miss her. She was a huge huntress. Anyways, okay, here we go. So, yes, it was really good on Netflix. I love the dark turn it made. All right, so here we go. Similarities and differences. The motion in this card is less about, thank you, Casey. Welcome, and you are welcome to come back anytime. The motion in this card is less about the movement of the wands and more about the fire energy of the witch. So here this witch is sitting on her altar cloth here. And she is, now let me look because maybe I'm not saying things right. Nope, as far as I see, she's creating a spell. And that creative energy is going out to each of the wands. For kicks, I pulled my 8 of Wands from Wizard's Tarot. And yes, so much motion vibe. Perfect. Sorry, we're getting food and my phone died, so I had to come back on my boyfriend's. But that's okay. We don't mind. As long as you're here, Hexen. We love you. I can love you under Josh's, symbol there. Is she making the speed? Absolutely. She's making that creative fire energy motion. She is creating. And if you are a witch, if you have, even if you aren't, we have all created intention, right? We've all started spell work, even if we weren't witches before, even if we're not a witch now. That motion is about that creative energy. All of a sudden you get an idea. And what happens when you get an idea? You go, an idea that excites you. like, oh my gosh, I have to do this. And what happens? You start to feel that energy rise in you, the spark, and you have to do something. You're like, oh yeah, I know. In my family, half of my family, they do this when they get excited. My mother does it. My brother does. I didn't pick that part up, but they do this. So there's something you like have to do something. When you have that creative fire energy, you have to move. There is movement there already, but you have to get it out. You're like, oh, I have this great idea. This is what we have to do. And what happens? Your hands get big and you're like, and then we're going to do this thing and it's awesome. And wait till you hear. Then we could go there and then this could happen. And what happens? All that motion starts coming out of you. Yep. You jump up and down. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I know the state worship thing doesn't help our cause. I know. I was thinking that too, Barefoot Tarot. I was like, but you know, in this day and age now, if people still think that, then that show is not going to change their mind, and us saying that show isn't real isn't going to change their mind either. In this day and age, there's enough information out there that if people think that's what we're doing, anything we say is not going to change their mind. Those kind of fundamentalists, they hate us no matter what. If we walked around saying all peace and love, we love everyone, we just don't call him Jesus, we call him the earth, they still would say we're going to hell. So, oh well, I like the show. It was funny to me. That's just my opinion. Yes. Okay. Where are we? I rub my hands during Reiki. I do too. Yes, Dave, I do too. There's a lot of times when I am creating that energy and I'm feeling, okay, where am I at? Do I have blockages? Okay. And absolutely, I rub my hands together during Reiki for sure. I have to go. I'm having an eye problem. Okay. Sorry, Marcia. It's just wonderful there. Shops and people. Perfect. All right. Yes, they'd still hate us. Hope your eye gets better for sure. True, Jen. We won't change minds often. Not much. That's why I'm not very hopeful about Republicans and Democrats in our country anyway. Because my brother is a staunch Republican. And we have had discussions where we could actually talk about each other's views. He's not a Trump Republican. He's a real Republican, like from before Trump. But so total opposite ends. I am a diehard liberal. And we're total opposite ends. I love my brother. I will talk to him till I die. But I'm not going to change his mind. And he knows he's not going to change my mind. So we really have, for the most part, we don't talk about it. Because there's no point. There's no point in doing that. Okay, sorry. My braid is driving me crazy because it has my hair at this weird angle. Oh, so much better. Okay. I rub my hands before a spell and calm myself down. Yep. Absolutely. Although we've made huge strides since the 80s when I started. Yes. And absolutely, we have made huge strides. And the fact that I can be a witch and my boss knows, my coworkers know, and I haven't been fired, and I take off for the Sabbaths, and we have made huge strides. But those are the people that we can make strides with. I think the people that are left over, whose minds would be changed by that television show, we can also explain to them that that's not really what we are. And that television show is not going to make it so that they're not going to come back at us with, oh, I saw that TV show. I know that's what you really are. We can talk them out of it too. The people who will be threatened by that are the same people that won't change their mind anyway. I usually wash my hand in Florida water before spell work or readings. That's great. That is great. I usually sage myself, or if I'm at work and I don't, it's not like I can light up the sage or anything. I have oils that I bring with me that do the same kind of thing. So this one is Moonlight. So I have a Moonlight oil. And same thing, I will rub that on my palms and rub it in. So, what show? We're talking about Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Came back onto Netflix, and it's very, very, very dark. Very dark. I love it, but it portrays witches as praying to Satan and stuff. They go around saying "Hail Satan" and that kind of stuff. So it's really tongue in cheek too. Pamela, welcome, Pamela. I missed your entrance, huh? Sorry. So I'm just starting my journey, but I'm nervous to actually start. It's not weird at all. I've been studying and doing a lot of research. Perfect. Pamela, that's what you need to do when you first start out. And I talk about the first thing that I did was become a sponge. And you really have to. You have to become a sponge. You have to read as much as you can. You have to get as much information as you can. And that's the best thing you can do, for sure. I think it's called The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Yeah. It's Sabrina the Teenage Witch, but updated. Black Friday was my dark baptism. Cool. It's like movies that involve voodoo. They don't show the real thing, cause people to have unrealistic introduction. Yes, absolutely, Hexen, for sure. For sure. Black Friday. You're so funny. Read, learn, and relearn. Absolutely. Perfect. Okay. Back to the cards. So yes, this creative fire energy being created is the motion of the card. And there's so much motion. It's funny. She's a great witch because look at her face. Her face is very calm. Her face is actually, it's happy. It's like, yes, I'm doing what I was meant to do. I'm creating this energy. And does she have gloves on? Wow. Okay. That's one thing that takes me by surprise. I don't do magic as well with gloves on because I need to feel it. But again, as I always say, if it works for you, it works. I just don't recommend it because I have to feel what I'm doing. Watch Jen's YouTube, Beginner Witch. Yes, I will say I have a pretty good Beginner Witch series, and I, will continue to add to that eventually. Okay, I'm home logging on my iHead. Bye, Josh. Powerful but welcoming. Maybe she was whittling the wands. Oh, yeah, that could be for sure. Maybe she was. In which case, maybe she used, come on. Maybe she used gloves for that. Maybe she's clearing another's magic. That could be. Maybe she's stealing these wands and she's clearing that magic away. For sure. I've watched almost all your YouTube videos. Great, Pamela. Great. And then don't be nervous. If you've watched them all, then you've heard me say at least 100 times, if it works for you, it works. You really have to get out there and experiment. There are witches who will tell you that you should wait a year and a day before you do one spell. I will just say I do not agree. I believe that you need to experiment to learn your own energy. And if you want to just follow someone else's path, then okay. I can see where you would wait until they have taught you everything, everything that they have to give you. But if you want to take, see, I'm getting hexed by those witches. Those witches are now saying, you cannot teach this. Oh my gosh, a threat. You're a threat. Anyways, I'm back. I'm back, witches. Yes. So as far as I'm concerned, practice. You need to get to know yourself and how your energy is going to work and how your magic is going to work. And so I would be out there trying every spell you wanted to, because you need to learn your own power. And you're never going to learn your own power if you're trying to learn somebody else's power. That's their power. You need to learn yours. Perfect. Okay, so that was a good card. I liked it. What did I do with the rest of that deck? I don't know. It suddenly disappeared. Oh, here it is. Over here. Okay. Let's move to Darkness of Light. Oh, well, Jen is going to yell at me to make me start practicing soon. Tomorrow, Angela. We have a date tomorrow. She's a great witchy mentor. Her YouTube and Pinterest feeds should be natural witchy treasures. Oh, I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. 8 of coins. 8 of wands. Here we go. I was told by an old mentor that it is all about intent. Absolutely, Dave. And that's the secret. That's the secret that nobody wants to tell you, is that it is all intent. And when I talk about what is a spell is intent that you have helped out with as much energy-inducing stuff as you can. So why do witches use herbs? Because it helps to magnify that intent. Why do witches use oils? Because it helps magnify that intent. Why do witches use words? Because it helps magnify that intent. Why do we use wands? Why do we use anything? That's why I talk about the thrifty part of it is you don't have to have any of that. You can be a witch without a wand. You can be a witch without one tarot deck. You can be a witch without a candle. You can be a witch with just you because you have everything you need. Now, is it a lot easier to cast a spell or to set your intention with stuff? Absolutely. I have found absolutely that it is easier if I have burning a herb that I know helps my intention, if I anoint myself with an oil that I know sets my intention. We'd be sad witches without tarot decks. That's true. That's true. They help our mind to do the work. Absolutely. And they set the focus. For me, especially as an ADD person, again, my mind's kind of out here. It is a lot harder for me to meditate and focus if I don't have something to help rein me in. So that the smell that I smell, that helps to rein my intent in. That wand that I have in my hand, that helps rein that intent in. That candle that I have lit, if I start looking around, I see the candle. Oh, look, that's my intent. Yes, right back to the intent. So everything that we have, all the stuff of witches, which is awesome. I'm not going to say that all the stuff isn't awesome. I love all the stuff. Otherwise, I wouldn't want to start a witchy shop. That's like my dream. I love all the stuff. I love it. But we don't have to have not one thing. Nothing. We have it all within us. All of it. So practice. Do it. I remember being a beginning witch and doing a spell before work to make sure I made it from the house to work. Do I do that anymore? No, because I feel like that, at least that much energy I have in me. But at first, you're experimenting with it. Absolutely. Magic is all around us. It's energy. We simply manifest and shape it to our desires. Yes, it's all your own intentions. But we'd be sad witches without tarot. Yes. After using stuff, ritual garb, smells, it kind of sets you in that magical space right away. Yes. I don't have sacred space, but I view myself as my own sacred space. A physical sacred space would just be an outward expression of that. Absolutely, Stephen. You are a great witch. Do you call yourself a witch? Probably not, but that's all right. Or I don't know. Maybe you do. I can't remember. But you're an intention center. You have what you know. And the fact that you know that you have what you need within, you're ahead of, most of us. We have no witchy shops on the Gulf Coast of Mississippi. That's okay, Pamela. You know why? You don't need a witchy shop. Do you have outside? That's all you need. Go outside, pick up some sticks outside, pick up a couple acorns, pick up what I gather all kinds of natural shit from outside. And that earth energy, that water energy, you pick up a river rock from a stream, you pick up a feather that you found from a bird, you have all that. You don't need all that. I purchased, we're going so fast. Can you put intent into a safe journey for me? I'm flying west in February and I'm not a fan of flying. Absolutely, Kay. Absolutely. For sure. Just remind me. Because I will say that now. By the time we get off, I might forget. So remind me. But yes, I promise I will. My primary spell candles are candle magic. Absolutely. Perfect. The red light spell. Red, red, red. I don't have time. Turn green. 1, 2, 3. For sure. Awesome. Today's world, we believe magic has to have millions of herbs. The strongest ritual comes from within. For sure, Maddie. I love my little Maddie. So the things people say about inviting different energy in is dangerous. Not true. Okay. There are energies, Pamela. I'm not going to say that there's no energies out there that you could invite in that could be dangerous. You could. But you would have to know that you were inviting something in that was dangerous. I have invited energies in that are dangerous, but when you're inviting that energy in, you know, you already will have known that that energy can possibly be dangerous, and you will not hopefully do that without preparing yourself and your surroundings for that ahead of time. I do not believe for a second that a new witch just saying, I want to, intensify this energy to help me get a job is going to open yourself up for that kind of energy to come in. That's not how it works at all. So I would not, let me preface that also by saying, do not work with a spirit board until you learn about it and are ready for it. Because that is a purposeful, no, you cannot call bad energy in on accident unless you are using something that is meant to call in energy and you don't know how to use it. There are objects that can do that for you, such as a Ouija board, a spirit board. Don't use a Ouija board or spirit board unless you know what you're doing and how to do it and how to undo what you do. That's my only caveat. But you're good. Okay, so yes. You do that too, Kendra. I missed it. What do you do? Shoot. Yes. I am so far behind. I don't call myself a witch, but from you, I'll take the term as a compliment. Yay! Thank you, Stephen. Yes. Full moon, rainwater, feathers. Yes. Do we need to clean feathers? That's a good question, Carmen. I have not always cleaned my feathers. I do now because there are things that can be brought in with feathers. What I do is I have a plastic baggie and I put in a solution of half distilled water and half rubbing alcohol, and I leave them in there for a week. And then I take them out and I lay them on a paper towel. And if you want them to get that if they don't have, sometimes if you clean feathers, they look sticky almost, and they don't look like, some feathers, there are mites on them. That's what I'm talking about. They don't look like they were when they started. Then you just boil some water over the stove and wave the feather in front of there. That moisture stuff will help you to sort it out and make it look, fluff them out. Yep, absolutely. Do not touch a Ouija board. Yes, thank you. Yes, please don't. And I've used Ouija since I was a teenager, but my parents worked with me in the beginning. Yes, thank you, Xanthia. Yes. If you don't know, just don't. Okay. I just got the Astara deck. Yes. It is beautiful. I love the Astara deck too. I have that one too. Yes, feathers can have all kinds of things. But I will say that I pulled in feathers for years and I never got sick or anything from them, but it could happen. I don't know. I was lucky, or I put them in a box that I used to put them in, at first before I knew I should be cleaning them. And nothing ever happened, but you know, you don't know. I do it now. I clean. Okay. Here we go. Darkness of light. Boy, this one's a big, long one, guys. Sorry again. Here we go. Similarities and differences. Boy, is this a motion magnet, right? We can totally see motion here. I know all about them, but I still get nervous attempting to use a Ouija board. I don't anymore, Maddie, but it's taken me years of working with people who knew what they were doing with them. There have been rituals done on YouTube I will not participate in. I have with Jen because it's not calling in all spirits. Oh, yes. Oh, God. Okay. So, yes. Well, she said that. I know. I'm sorry that we're taking so long on this. But I just want to caution you. I have heard people say before, can we call spirit on the internet? Can we like do a seance on the internet? Oh, my goodness. Please don't. Please don't. I've done ghost hunting too. I have all the equipment here, Dave. I was saying I got to start my group up again. I wish we were all closer because it would be fun to start a group with all of you. I have all my ghost hunting equipment still. I would love to do it. I really enjoyed it when I did do it. But yes, please don't do any seance online. Please, ever. Don't call a spirit in online. You have all the equipment too? See? Rhode Island's not that far. Maybe we should plan a trip to do ghost hunting. That would be awesome. Anyways, online, please don't. When you are calling in spirit online, you have to be really careful. So like when I did my Samhain ritual, I called in very specific spirits, and then we shove them back out and close the door. And there was a big reason for that. If you're trying to call spirit in online, there are however many people are tuning into that. All those doors are open. So if the person on the other side does not know how to close that door, or the person on this side who is actually calling in the spirit does not know how to close each of those doors, you are asking for trouble. So please do not do that. Please. Please, just for me, don't do that. I personally would never, ever, you will never see me have a seance online where we're just calling in whatever spirit wants to come in. Nope, not going to happen. Not for me, ever, never. Don't do it. So don't join in on that either, because then you're inviting that. You better really trust that person. Don't do it. Okay, that's all I have to say. There's my little warning. That is no bueno, for sure. Yes. Okay. Here we go. So this is a beautiful, beautiful motion card. He looks like he is controlling the motion of the wands through the bow, like the thing in his hand. Yes, he is the originator of the motion. The fire is coming from and through him. Yes, Angela, perfect. And that, if Jennifer ain't doing it, I'm definitely not doing it. Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate it. Thank you. I should have you all sign a little thing. I promise I will not ever. Yes, and that is the point of this card for sure, is that you are the creator of this motion. I see a wiener. Do we see a whole wiener, or do we see oh yeah, we see a whole wiener. Look at that. So warning, there's nakedness. I always forget to do that, but I don't know. If you're on my channel, guys, get used to it. Nakedness doesn't bother me. It's what God and Goddess, Lord and Lady gave us. Signed. Yay. So this card specifically, as Angela said, I would read this card specifically as, wow, you yourself are creating a whole bunch of energy. That energy is coming from you specifically, and you are able to direct that energy wherever you need it to go. So this is I would say, an even more powerful card than this one, because in this card, you are looking at the energy flying by. You may be able to pluck one of those wands out of the sky. You may be able to block them. You may be able to change their direction, but you are not the creator of that energy. In this card, you are creating that energy. You are the originator of how that energy goes. Very strong desire, strong energy. I don't know. You know, what am I going to do with you guys? I cannot even show a gorgeous looking man without you all. Woo! You all need to go have some sex, damn it. Anyways, is that the 8 of Wands or the 9 of Wands? Teenagers, you're all teenagers. I need to get this deck. Oh, you're so funny. I love you guys. I see many wands. Terrible, terrible. Okay. Focus, people. Focus. I was gonna answer 8, but I understood what you meant by 9. Yay. We're a middle school crowd. Yep, right. Tarot porn. I love it. Tarot porn. I'm gonna take a sip of my cold tea now. Ugh. Ugh, I don't like that as much cold. Okay, we're desperately thirsty, right? And we've lost control again. I know. Heaven forbid there's a gorgeous man. Forget it. I'm not pulling out that other card again. Forget it. Children, children. All right, that energy, though. And look at the power of his arms. See, now I'm going to make you not be able to see the wiener. Look at the power he holds in his arms. See the motion that it has in his arms? That pullback power is unbelievable. Yes, he is so ready for battle. Those arms are yum too, for sure. Absolutely. And I was kind of, thank you. That's so sweet of you. Thank you, Barefoot Taurus. I appreciate it. So she is demonstrating our super chat, which I now have turned on. And if any of you sign up for super chat, that means you can donate to me during our live videos, which is so sweet. It's not, you know, not something I have really talked about very much because I have yet to, although I hope to do it tomorrow, change over my Patreon account to show that I'm only going to have like 2 levels. But okay. There it is. And I'll talk about it more. You know me, though, you guys. I'm not really good at, you know, I feel like it, I don't know. Thank you very much for supporting me. And I'll try to be good about accepting donations because there's a spider web behind you. What is that weird string of light? There's a spider. Oh, there is. Look at it's from the candle. Whoo. That's the candle, by the way, that I lit for Jen when Maddie and Dave was doing their ritual to bless the beads. So that energy, boy, all of a sudden it comes out really strong, and that energy is shooting wherever it's shooting, either right to the beads or right to Jen. That's awesome. Neither. I have a weird thing about accepting money. I know. And even though I'm not going to lie, I absolutely could use it, and I so appreciate that you appreciate what I do. I just have a hard time promoting myself. It's a weird thing because I love what I do. I love this stuff and I love you guys and I love teaching you guys. And so then to say that I want money for that feels weird because it's a spiritual thing. I think that's it. Because it's a spiritual thing to me, it's like, oh, it's hard for me to like charge for that. Yeah, I can't even charge for readings. I know. I just started, Kendra, and I only charge for readings like when I'm at, I don't charge for most of my readings. I just do them. Unless I am at a place where you're supposed to charge for readings, you know, or on my Patreon, that kind of thing. But yes. Okay. Sorry. Thank you. I appreciate you. But it does take your time up and you're doing a good thing. Yes. And I know that. And that's why I have set it up, because I realized that I put a whole lot of time. I put, you know, the time that I'm not at work, I put a lot of that time into what I do here. So I do appreciate it and I do welcome it. And I love that, you know, if you do support me, thank you. That's great. And I just want to make sure you all understand that you don't have to feel like you have to contribute. I still will be doing this. Yes, that's exact. People I read before to ask why I don't charge for them because it's spiritual. I feel funny. Yeah, absolutely. And you're taking my time away from your family. Yes, I am. Absolutely. And I know. Be right back, friends. I have to get something for this allergic reaction I seem to be having at the moment. And do you buy things to show or use to show us? Yes, that's true. And that's all true. And I know. And I know you all are great about saying to me, I should be doing that. And I totally get it. And I appreciate it. And I agree. I just have a hard time. And I think part of it is I haven't quite figured out a way to like ask for the money without saying, it's okay. If you don't have it, I am a person who was poor most of my life. I don't want you to feel like you cannot be here. You cannot participate if you don't have money, because that's not, I will never say you cannot learn because you don't have money. It's an exchange of energy. Yes, absolutely. And that's how I have to think of it, as an exchange of energy. And the people who don't have money, they are contributing to my life in other ways. And you, like you all have. So, yes, you have to download Super App. Absolutely. Okay, so here we go. Yes, so he is very powerful. He knows how to direct this energy. He knows, exactly how to use this energy to point it in exactly the direction he needs it to point. His energy. Usually I say that I don't charge, but you can tip me. Yep, see? There you go. Perfect. His energy. I'm talking about his energy. He can point his energy in any way he wants to point it. The energy. So very much a motion card. This is a great motion card. And on top of that, see, like the guy fighting the dragon pointing his sword. Yes. Yep. See, there you go. He's standing in the river. So what's he standing in? Emotion. He is standing in his emotion. And to then have the foresight, each time you say energy, it makes it worse. Yes, that's true. I probably am pointing out more than anything. Yay, hi Leland. He is powerful enough to direct this energy and to release this energy in the direction he needs it to go in while standing in his emotions. And for me, that is a even more intense reaction for me to how powerful this man is. To be able to stand in your emotion and still have the strength of mind, have the strength of focus to direct that energy where you need it to go is a huge thing. That's huge. That I don't know if I would be able to do that while standing in my emotion, in your emotion at the time. So if it's something that you're creating that energy, you have tons of emotion about it already. You are excited about it, or you're upset about it, or you're angry about it, or something. But he can direct it while sitting right in it. I can see it with just sitting with your emotions, not letting them take over and get in your way. Just experiencing them and letting them flow and go. That's great. Keeps getting worse until he bursts out and releases his emotion. Jackie, you are no help. That requires a lot of self-control. Yes, it does. I don't use the Spencer's deck because sometimes it's hard to find meaning to some of the cards. It is a beautiful deck, and I have it too. I just haven't connected with it in a way that I can really, I really have to go through and connect with it with each card. I will behave. Combining emotion with intent. Yes. Which, wow, that power. To be able to harness your emotion enough to direct that with your intention. Whew, that arrow is, I don't know. I feel like Beavis and Butthead now. Everything I say is going to be that. Okay. No, I will not. It's a woman thing. It's also hard for us to ask for money. I'm the same way. Yes, absolutely, Monica. It really is. Okay. So we have this one. This was a great card. I'm known for self-control and impulse control, but yes, that sounds difficult to me too. I'm back. Pizza arrived. Yay. Jackie, you're reading my mind. Yes. Until it explodes with energy. And yes, 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 I know. Perfect. Awesome. You're welcome. All right, next, let's look at New Era. Jen, I thought to use it just for spell work or using the card image to create my own book of meanings for it. Yes, that's a good idea. Absolutely. That is a great one. Pass the pizza, Matt. Oh, yeah, that sounds good, right? What am I looking for? 8 of Wands, which is fire. Okay. 5, 5, 7, 6. I don't know why I keep picking the ones that aren't in order for me again. But I do. Daughter, mother, 3, 7, 4, ace. 10, 19, 2, 6, 2, 9, 6, father, 12, 4, 8. Nope. That's earth. 9, 10, 0. Here we go. Oh, yeah, this is a good motions card for sure. Going to grab pain meds. I'm an hour and a half late taking them. Oh, honey, go grab them. Hexen, I just stuffed my face with Taco Bell. Ooh, that sounds really good. They're finally building a Taco Bell close to me. So, yay. Okay. Here we go. Talk about motion. This is a great motion card. It specifically says swiftness. And absolutely. That, coming out of the gate, that revving engine. Just hearing that. I mean, don't you hear that sound? When we show this card, you totally hear that roar of the engine in the background. And to me, that sound absolutely says motion, on the go. Says jumping forth from that. You're waiting for that flag to drop so you can jump right in. Requires a lot of focus, a lot of control. Absolutely. For those not knowing how to donate, there should be a $sign next to where you type in your comment on both your laptop and your phone. But like Jen said, it's not required. Absolutely. For sure. I mean the oil and the tires. Yes. I can hear the engines revving. Yes. Perfect. Yes. 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 And watching them, the amount of control that it takes them to get around the track is a huge amount of control to get. You're talking about a very heavy car, even though they make it as light as they can. But they have to make it heavy enough to stay on the road because the amount of speed that they are going forth with could absolutely take a car and just flip them right up. That's why when they crash, oftentimes they flip because they have just enough weight to sit on the road at that speed. So if you ever get an opportunity, I highly recommend doing. I did it when we went to Disney World, where you can sit in the car with a driver who does like 180 miles an hour with you in the car. And it is an unbelievable feeling. It is fucking scary as hell. I ain't gonna lie. But it is also just the power and the control that this man has over your life. When you go to hit that corner, you're like, holy shit, we are never going to make it. We are going to fly off the road. There's no way this car is going to turn. And so when he actually makes that turn, I have goosebumps thinking about it, like for real. It is an unbelievable power feeling. And now I have to say, I'm a person that I'm kind of a daredevil person. I have gone skydiving. I have gone bungee jumping. I have done this car thing. I like that stuff. But this was, my favorite part of being on a plane is when you take off. The power that it takes to get this heavy ass plane with all these people off the ground. I love it. That is just the ability to control this energy and point it in the direction that we need it to go in is an unbelievable amount of moving energy. My favorite part too. I love it. I love it. Doing something you fear is amazing. Absolutely. Before I start practicing, what should I do first? Consecrate my altar, then my tools, then get down to it. Before you start practicing, yes, I would just dedicate yourself to your practice. You start with saying to yourself, I am dedicating myself to this practice that I want to walk, this path that I have chosen. And kind of you can describe whatever path you feel like you're on. And then, oh, sorry, Kay. And then cleanse and dedicate yourself, cleanse and dedicate your tools to the practice of your craft. And then go to it. Practice, practice, practice. I would have to wear a diaper. Maybe it's a fear of loss of control. That could be. That could be. Jennifer, I know. I'm sorry, Kay. Also, study herbs and their uses and oils and powders. Also, yes, definitely. And like I said, you can study the uses for herbs and oils. However, and I'm going to put the card down. Keep in mind, Pamela, that when you're reading, this is what this herb does. That is not necessarily what that herb will do for you. That is a suggestion of what most people feel with this herb. There are herbs that, for me, do not, like there's herbs, I'm trying to think, let me think of one. Oh, lavender. Lavender, for many people, if you look in all the books, lavender is protection for many people. It is not for me. It is not a protection energy. And that is because all of us have our own energy. So when we add this herb's energy and our energy and that herb's energy is interacting together, it's going to be different for me than it is for him, than it is for her, than it is for them. That my energy's interaction with them is different than someone else's. That's why I recommend practicing, doing as much energy work as you can. If you get a good result and you feel like, ooh, that intention was great and it really kicked up, that then that herb works like that for you. Awesome. Write that down. That's why we talk about a book of shadows, because you want to be able to write down, oh, you know what? I tried it. This works for me. If the book says lavender is for protection and you're doing a protection spell and you raise that energy and you're like, something's not quite right. I'm not feeling this. It doesn't do that for you. I started with crystals. Yes, I probably started with crystals before I did herbs too. I have lots and lots of crystals. Same deal though. You can look up, I have my Pinterest page is a wealth of information. You can look up, I have herb properties. I have crystal properties. I have tarot stuff. My Pinterest page has like almost everything you would need, really. It's a huge rabbit hole. But you need to do that for you so that you know how you interact with that. Because not everything will be the same. A lot of times, absolutely, a lot of times what works for everyone else works for you. That's why, they've written it down. But you will have instances where yours does not interact the same way. And you're like, wait, I don't feel that. Good. Follow that. Don't listen to anybody else who says, well, that's what it does. I don't know what's wrong with you. No, you may be interacting with that differently. And you need to learn how to become aware of that. When you suddenly interact differently and you go, oh, you know what? That didn't feel right. Oh, well, then that wasn't right for you. Try something else. That's why you need a book of shadows, because you'll never remember all your tries. But when something works, then you write it down. Universal, sorry guys, I'm missing this. I'm sorry. I would stress dedicating yourself first before your tools. Yes, the magic doesn't come from your tool. It comes from you, for sure. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely, Leland. Thank you. Maybe that's why I don't like flying, not in control. Went through a period in my life when I absolutely had no control. I'm feeling some shadow work. Yay, Kay. See, there you go. And that partly that's why I like that, is because I don't allow my life to be out of my control very much. And so when it is, I want it to be something that I'm really feeling, because I like that shadow work. I started with crystals. Good. Universal herb that I love and works for me for practically anything is lavender and rosemary. Rosemary and patchouli for me. So I just had this thought. For me, black stones and stuff are very protective. So is that why a lot of sensitive people, teenagers, wear black instinctively? Hell yeah. Absolutely, Jack. It makes them feel safe, right? They are able to almost disappear. It is absolutely, for sure. Rabbit hole warning, Jen's Pinterest. Yes, my Pinterest is absolutely a rabbit hole. I adore rosemary. Perfect. Hi. Oh, Willow White. Hi. Welcome. I'm so far behind. Okay, I'm sorry. Can't live without raspberry. Hi. We all have different chemistry and different energy for sure. Side note, I love seeing your hair down and out. We never get to see it like that. Like a lion's mane. Thank you, Ponderous Pros. And hello, I didn't see you there. Thank you. Love lavender as well. Pinterest is the last social media account I go on because I know I could get completely lost. Yes, that's true, for sure. I use rosemary as seeds for whatever I'm working on. Perfect. Yep. I spent many hours on her page and haven't even scratched the surface. That's true, because I spent years on it. So making it. So there is a lot of information there. Yes, it comes through you and goes through your tools. Yes, for sure. But, thank you, Denise. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Rosemary, cinnamon, clove, and mugwort. Perfect. Yay, Pinterest is a little all over the place for sure. Yep. Rosemary, cinnamon, clove, and mugwort. Absolutely. And pepper flakes. Yes. And I always forget about pepper. Clove is a great set. I love clove too, for sure. Pepper, I love lavender, rosemary. Denise, that is just so sweet. I really thank you for taking the time. I so appreciate it. Thank you. Peppermint. Yes, peppermint is great too. For me, peppermint is about healing because I feel peppermint for my migraines. I love the peppermint for my migraines, but I have to tone it down a little bit with either patchouli or lavender, not both, because both no thank you, but one or the other. I love seeing everyone's altar space. Yes. Oh my God, just looking at the altars, I go crazy, right, Hexen? I know, I love all the altars too. That's like one of my favorite things about Pinterest. Okay, especially in a smoking blend. Oh, yes, clove is great in smoking blends. Yes. Mushroom is not an herb. Yes, absolutely. Mushroom is a great magical working. Yes, I'm migraine prone too. Yes, patchouli. You either love patchouli or you hate it. So if you love it, you're like me. And if you hate it, then you hate it. Thank you for making everyone feel so welcomed and loved and sharing yourself so free. Thank you. I swear, guys, I can't be anything but this because this is me. So I appreciate that you appreciate that. That's really wonderful. And I appreciate you for appreciating that. But it's just me. I couldn't be anybody else. I just can be me. Which means I have to share it because I want to. Thank you, Leland. You guys. Thank you. I can't. I'm going to be blushing like crazy. Thank you, Leland. Oh my goodness, you guys, stop. I mean, but you guys are great. Yes, we're doing tarot. I'm sorry. Terrible. Okay. You guys are great. I want to get into working with poison. Yes, mushrooms, but be careful of poisonous ones. Make sure you have someone with you who knows what mushrooms are okay and knows what mushrooms are not okay, for sure. Jennifer, I get migraines too. Peppermint works well for my headaches, but not for my migraines. I have to use meds for my migraines too, Kate. If I don't catch them early, if I have my aura and I realize that they're coming, sometimes I can hold them off. But yes, I take Imitrex, so believe me, medicine works too. I'm not a person that says you can only use natural stuff. That's bullshit. gods and goddesses have made us smart enough to figure out medicines. Let's use them. Any suggestions? I'm getting flustered. I am, because you guys are just so awesome. I just love you guys. Okay. Any suggestions on a book? On a book for what, Hexen? For which stuff? I mean, you've seen my bookshelves, guys. Are you talking about for herb? Now you're ready to hit the thrift shop. Yay! Yes, I know. If there isn't already, we should make a Facebook group to show our stuff to each other. Willow White, yes. There, Angela posted the link to our Facebook group. So please, welcome to join. Just let us know that you subscribe and that you, what your YouTube name is. That's the only questions. Oh, on mushrooms. Oh. Yes, and because I'm not in my herb shelves right now, remind me if I don't remember, because you know my brain, but remind me and I will pull it out and post it onto the group. I use Imitrex too. It's gold for me. Yep, me too. And I use it so much. It's funny. When I first started using Imitrex, I can't believe, I'm sorry guys. God, this is a tarot talk. I know. When I first started using Imitrex, it knocked me out for like 5 hours straight. It totally knocked me out, which I know it's not supposed to do that, but because I don't take drugs a lot, I'm kind of sensitive to them. And then I'm at the point now where I can take it at work, which I never, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get to that point because it totally knocks me out. Yeah, well, I'm at that point now because I'm getting more and more of them. Okay, Jess got in for the chat. What card are we on? 8 of Wands. Yay. Imitrex can affect your heart. Don't use it if it affects your chest or breathing. Ooh, thank you. I am not. Yep, so that was my reminder to stay on track, I think. The universe is trying to tell me. Gotta stay on track. I don't even know what I was talking about. So, yes, let's go back to tarot because I don't know what the hell I was saying. Anyway, this is a great motion card. Great motion cards. Hi, Veronica. Welcome. Oh, my goodness, guys. We're at an hour 42, and we're only on our second card. Whoo, this was a bad night. How did we get so off track tonight? I know how, because it's, my brain. First card. This is the first card? No, didn't we do... We didn't do one more. This is the first card. We have taken an hour and 45 minutes on one card. And we've only shown, what, 3 decks? Holy crap. Oh, sorry, guys. Okay, so this is a good motion card. Cannot believe it's a good night. Yay, I know. I love being with you guys, too, for sure. Guardian. I haven't pulled out the Guardian. It started with the Naked Man. Yes, it did. Yes. I cut it. I have to take 100 milligrams, but yes, 50. I have no choice. I suffer very bad since I was a child. The only thing that works, I only take when a migraine is coming. We'll have to do the Moon card next time. Yes, absolutely. We are missing 7 of Cups. We can do it next time if you're tired, Jen. I know, guys. And tomorrow we will start with the Moon or the 7 of Cups, whichever one we feel like. Let me just show Swords, Wands. Here we go. 8. 8 of Wands. This is one again. Here we go. This is very different. Okay. Similarities and differences. This is a different card. Oh, yes, and I will show Deviant for sure. That's over here too. That'll be next. I know. It's been almost 2 hours, you guys. Holy moly. Yes, very opposite energy. Okay. Here's what I can say. First of all, let's talk about the fact that all of this, again, she is in control of this energy because the movement is coming from her, reaching out. That's right. All of that energy is coming from her. And look at the spiral. See the spiral? I love, love, love that spiral energy is spiraling around and coming from her. And look at what happens to it. When it reaches the moon, the goddess helps her out to reach the moon. So we are reaching towards that energy. And you only see 7? This is 8. Oh, 7 branches. Is that what you mean? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It depends on what you count as a branch. Yes, you will definitely know this card now. With the moon, it's like subconscious messages coming in. Yes. Is that a cat in the center? It's the goddess. See the goddess up here? So as she's reaching for the moon, she obviously, here we are, we can't reach the moon by ourselves, but the goddess can. The goddess steps in and takes us the rest of the way. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can almost say that's an offshoot too. 8. So if we count this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, there's a triskel or a trinity symbol on the moon. Aaron. Hi, Aaron. Thank you. I will try to remember for next time, I promise. The goddess is helping her. The branches look like lightning. Absolutely. That's great. Boy, talk about motion there. That thought idea sparking out and trying to reach the moon. Think of it that way, Kay. If these are the thoughts are reaching out like lightning. I can't even speak anymore. That lightning is reaching out and it still can't quite reach the moon, but the goddess is able to step in and allow that energy to pour through. So, and then what's there? The triple sign here. So we have the triskel. The triskel is is a lot of things, right? Maiden, mother, crone is the energy of the gods, the earth, and the underworld. The top of the head can be 8. Yep, absolutely. There's all kinds of movement here. If you see what has to happen for us to reach out that much, that lightning energy. Mind, body, spirit, absolutely. For sure. Absolutely, mind, body, spirit. Yes, yes, yes. Gorgeous. Gorgeous card. Like the electrical energy in the brain. Absolutely. With the other cards, we talk about self-control. With it coming from the top of the head, mind, power over matter. Yes, mind over matter. Love it. And love the electric signals in your brain. They've proven now that they can create them by putting electricity currents through your brain. They can create the same kind of electrical current. So it is actually electricity. It is actually lightning. Our thoughts are actually lightning coming right from the brain. Oh, I missed it. Thank you, Angela. Did we get a troll? Yay! Hi, troll. Welcome. So glad. I'm such a threat you're here. You don't have any kind of life of your own and you have to troll us. I'm so proud. Yes, yes. Perfect. Electrical energy, and then we're talking about the troll. Perfect. He was looking for sex. Oh, damn. You were looking in the wrong place, honey. It's kind of hard to get sex online, but, you know, you can try to get a girlfriend if you want. He missed it. Naked Man was earlier. Oh, you missed it. Darn. All right. That was a couple of cards ago. That's right. Oh, I love it. All right. So very good motion card for sure. Love that. Let's pull out Deviant Moons. Which is, why is it upside down? What the hell? 6, 7, 8. Okay, so Deviant Moons is a little bit different. Still caught up on the naked men. Conscious and subconscious. Oh, that's a good one. Yes, Aaron. Conscious and subconscious energies. Yes. I love that. Reaching for the moon. The moon is in shadows, and we have to use our intuition to get there. And the goddess really steps in. We use our intuition. We use that energy to spring forth, and the goddess steps in with the stuff that was there. Oh, thank you. This is actually a diachromatic glass. And I really love the diachromatic kyanite. I haven't gotten a piece yet because it's really expensive, and it's a really easy process. And if I really worked at it, I probably could figure it out how to do it myself. But I love the look. So thank you. Still caught up. Okay. I have to go get ready for work. Good night. Thank you. Thank you, Barefoot Taurus. I so appreciate you, honey. Here we go. Here's Deviant Moons. So Deviant Moon is a little bit different take, but thought it was labradorite. It could have been, for sure. But there's lots of motion in here. We just have to look for it a little bit deeper, right? So first of all, we should call ourselves the Squirrel Coven. I know, right? La, la, la. I understand the meaning of the branches, but I still don't see the 8, damn it. I'll stop going on about it now. It's all right, Kay. Squirrel Coven. I love it. Yeah, perhaps when we figure out a coven name, we need to incorporate the squirrel for sure. He's got to be part of our symbol. So we have the messenger part of this card is very clear. Here's the messenger part. The raven is actually bringing a message. Does it actually say anything? No, not really, but okay. Yep, looks like she's casting a circle. That's awesome. Sure does. Absolutely. Looks like she's casting a circle. So she is, but she's got this, what do you call it? Sickle? It's not a sickle. What the hell is it called? What the thing that death brings. Actually, it might be a sickle, but I feel like it's not. I feel like a sickle is more curved, like the hook. Circle of Nokomis. Or no, I have to watch your thing again. Scythe. Yes, a scythe. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so she has the scythe. I feel so bad. Maddie sent me a video saying it so I would know how to say it. And I, of course, forgot already. So I don't know if I'm right or not, but yes. Oh, good. I'll watch it another 20 times until I get it. Yes, clearing a path, right? So the wands may be in her way, and she may be about to clear those wands right the fuck out of the way. And either this raven is coming to tell her that we need those wands and you can't do that, or coming to tell her, wait, I have to tell you something. No Comus. No Comus. Yay, no Comus. I love it. Or is telling her something different, but there's a messenger aspect. So remember with Benabelle's book, she talked about it's possibly that a message is coming very soon. She's going to cut those wands down. They're not stopping her for sure. Is that her tongue stuck out from part of her hood? No, it's not, but it does look like that, right? Hold on, let me get my stupid camera. See? It's just the way it is. It's her sleeve. But it does kind of look like that. She's going to cut those wands out. She has focus and intent. The raven is divine intervention either way. Yes, Aaron, yes. And here we go with that eye again. Super focused eye, right? We've talked about that with several cards from this deck. That eye is all-knowing, all-seeing, super focused. Weapon again. All the previous cards, every character has had a weapon as if ready to do battle. So yes, absolutely. Good observation, Hexen. This whole deck is about doing battle, doing better battle with ourselves, with our shadow work, doing battle with those who are in our way. Aaron, my spirit animal is wolf and eagle. That is so awesome, Johnny. I know, because you're part Native American, so that makes sense. I have to go now. Birthday lunch for my dad. Bye, Nicole. Say happy birthday to your dad from us. Tell your dad, all your witchy friends, say happy birthday. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. One of the wands is the tools she's using. Yes. Oh, yes. There's 7 wands standing, and she's using the 8th. So, absolutely great motion here because it is just before the swing of the energy of the swing. So she is preparing that energy to burst forth, right? I learned so much more seeing all the different cards. Yeah, absolutely. Me too, Denise. I wish I had that. Yeah. Maybe she is harvesting the wands to turn them into more magical tools to use them to focus more of her intent. Oh, yeah. She could be harvesting. For sure, Angela. That's a great look at the card. Does anyone know where I can buy herbs cheap? Everywhere I check is expensive. Amazon. You can check Amazon. It depends on how much you're looking for. If you look on Etsy for like beginning starter herb kits, they have quite a few witches on there have smaller packets of herbs, and they're really good as a starter kit. Excuse me, as a starter kit. So until you know what herbs you like, I have all those herbs down there, guys, and I probably use 4 or 5 regularly. And then there's some that I use once in a while, and then there's some that I hardly ever use. So until you get to know what herbs are your go-to herbs that work really powerful with your energy, it's good to have those little packets to start out with. If you're looking for more quantity and you know what herbs you can work with already, I would suggest Amazon. Be careful who you go through because you want to know that it's a reputable place. But you can tell usually if you read some of the reviews, you can tell who's reputable. I've gotten herbs from a few, and as long as I looked at the comments and saw the comments, then I was good with, you know, what I received. So the releasing of the energy of the wands. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. She's ready to thrust and cut through those wands with one single shot. Oh, I love that. For sure. The tool is one of those wands. I stepped away for a second. Yes. Check on Pinterest. You can also find a witch's top 10 herbs. Yes. Mexican grocery store. Yes. I get my rose water usually from the Mexican grocery store or at least the what do they call it? The ethnic section. And in Wegmans, they call it like the ethnic culture section or something. They have all kinds. They usually have my like adobo and my Goya, and we use all kinds of different herbs from different cultures because they're so good. So yes, absolutely love that that energy just bursting forth. And I love, if you look at her forearms here, boy, they're flexing. They're ready to go. She is definitely like right before the point of motion. She is, in fact, she could be in her backswing. So she could have already went forward and coming back. Goodbye, Kendra. We're stopping after this card because 2 hours is a lot of time. And that's a long time. You guys are great for hanging on with me here. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. I got to go. We'll start practicing. Good. Good for you, Pamela. So you guys have been great for hanging on here. But 2 hours is a really long time. I think that's a record for us. We've been close before, but... Hi, V and SD now carry several herbs in the organic section of the store. Perfect. Absolutely. Good, good, good. All right, guys. So this was a great one. We spent 2 hours on one card. So yes, there was a lot of distractions and squirrels, but I guarantee you the next time you guys pull this card out, you will have a lot to say. And that's why I love the way that we are teaching each other, because there's no forgetting this stuff, right? We have gotten to the point in our discussions where I know, I don't know if any of you have pulled any of the cards that we've talked about, but I know for me, I have pulled a couple of the cards that we've talked about, and I have had so much more to say about these cards. I've had so much more, insight into these cards from looking at all the different decks and saying, oh, these are really good. Oh, you know what? Damn it. Really, really, really quickly. We may not go into this, but the Tarot Fauna deck is always very different. So I am going to just really, really quickly show if this is at all alike. I love you guys. I love you guys being here. You guys teach me a world of good. And thank you, the monitors. Yes. All right. Bye, Dave. Love you. Yes, I have the Spencer's deck too. So, okay. We're going to start with this card, guys, because it's been over 2 hours. And this is not one of those simple cards, right? This is going to be a really kind of, we have to look into it kind of card. So, as a reminder, as a last reminder here, look at the Facebook wall. We have something special going on. And so everyone, if you can, take a look at the Facebook wall, because there is something special going on, and we need to get that together. I love my borderless. That's my take on it, Erin. I love my borderless. Bye, Dave. Love you too. There is the Facebook wall. Angela has posted it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, all of you. Thank you to the people who, took the time to donate to my cause here. I appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who didn't, who donated your time, who donated your thoughts, who interact with us, who engage. I love all of you. Thank you, thank you. And I will see you at some point tomorrow. Yay! Blessings, guys.